Song-specific patches provide a simple way to accurately replicate all the sounds and parts of the original song and are designed to use in Sunday Keys, our all-in-one solution for live worship keys. All the complex programming is done for you, so your left hand can trigger textures, ambiance, and sequences, while your right hand is still free to cover the most prominent parts like pianos, leads, and pads. Intuitive song sections are pre-programmed to ensure seamless dynamic transitions. For this tutorial, we'll use the song's original key and tempo, but you can easily adjust these within the patch if needed. In this video, you'll learn how to play Hark using the song-specific patch from Sunday Sounds. We'll explore the parts, riffs, and sounds you need to play alive with confidence. Ready? Let's go. This patch has piano, pads, organ, bass, all triggered in the left-hand range, which stretches from here to here. In the upper left-hand range, you'll find that there is a synth in song section 1 and 2. From this key to this key. Otherwise, you'll just find that there is piano layered in that range all the way up the keyboard. So your right hand will play piano leads throughout the song, and then it will also play some bell leads during the interlude. So you'll find that from this key to this key. So for song section 2, you'll have those bells and strings layered in for a lead part that you can play. And then on song sections 3 and 4, there's an additional electric piano layered in with your piano. This song starts with song section 1 for intro and down verse, song section 2 for interlude and outro, song section 3 for medium verse, and song section 4 for big verse. For the intro, you'll use song section 1, and you'll just be holding a low octave single note for this. It's just 2 bars in the 1 of your key. Now throughout the song, there is a couple of interludes as well as an outro. And so I'll go ahead and show you how to do those now. So for the interlude, you'll use song section 2. You'll be playing octaves in the left hand and the lead in your right. So let me go ahead and show you how this sounds. Okay, so the song is in 4, but you'll hear that there is this triplet feel throughout. So some would say it's in 4/4, others would say it's in 12/4. You do have kind of this triplet feel, which you do here in the lead line. And so I will show you how you do that for right hand. And you'll just play that fast over all the chords. If this is tricky for you at first, I do suggest that you use a metronome to slow it down until you have it at a slower tempo, and then go ahead and speed it up until you get it at speed. I would also encourage you to play it with a little bit of a lilt and to make sure to keep your wrist nice and loose. I kind of do like a rocking motion with my hand a little bit. And you can also use your elbow a little to keep everything open. Okay, one more time, hands together. I would also remind you that you pedal just as little as possible, just in between the chord changes, so that things don't get too muddied up with those leads. Okay, so then an interlude will come back. This time the progression is different, so make sure that you have a chord chart that you're following along. I'm going to play the lead the exact same way, and you're still going to use song section 2. So let me go ahead and play through this interlude. Okay, and then at the end of the song, there's an outro. You'll play the outro the exact same way as the first interlude, so starting on the 1 of your key, and you'll play it same position. So I'll go ahead and play it one more time. when you end, depending on how long you're holding that last chord, there is a bit of a chimes arp that's playing, if you listen. So you can decide how long you want to stay there, or you can move down to song section 1 to finish out the song, because then there will just be pads and piano. For the down verse, you'll use song section 1. To start, you'll still be playing a low note on the 1 of your key from the intro, and I like to just hold that for the first 4 bars, first couple lines through the verse. And then after that, I move to left-hand octaves for this first verse or first half. I'm going to be kind of splitting the verses into 2, so there will be 6 total verses in this song. So first 2 verses is going to go ahead and be our down verse. So I'll go ahead and show you the first half here. Okay, so just really simple to start, just adding in those left-hand octaves. Okay, so then during our next verse, which is also a down verse, I'm just going to add in some single notes, kind of low in the piano, alongside playing the octaves. Now, since you have this synth in the upper left hand, anytime if you don't want that in, you can just play single notes in the lower octave. Okay, so I'll go ahead and play the second verse. Okay, so I'm just playing these single notes. Again, feel free to choose whichever notes you want. You can do the same notes as match up with the vocal melody if you want. Most of these notes, the way that it's played throughout this track, usually they don't match with the vocal melody. I think that's just to kind of leave some more space for it. But you can feel free to do it however you'd like. And just remember, during song sections 1, 3, and 4, you don't have any of the leads up high, you just have piano, and then in sections 3 and 4, you have an additional electric piano. So it is very open if you'd like to play more notes. Also, I wanted to mention that on the last chord of this verse, I do just play low left hand, and I have that synth lead out as I move into the interlude. Okay, so then that brings us to our next set of verses. So these will be our medium verses. For this, you'll use song section 3. And now I'm playing octaves still in the left hand for the most part, and then I'm adding in some rhythm in the right hand, in that upper left hand range. So now there's no synth lead there anymore, and I'm mostly kind of keeping the pulse and the feel of the song, and then adding in some additional notes. So you'll want to just make sure that it continues to have kind of that triplet feel. All right, so here is the first of the set of medium verses. So you can go ahead and keep a bit of a pulse on eighth notes. Now on the third bar, there is this quick little piano riff that happens. So it's those notes, but you play it fast. And then it lands on the 1, so you play the notes before the 1. Okay, The other thing rhythmically that you can add that I do a little bit more as we move into the second of the medium verses is to add a little bit of motion of notes on the fourth beat. So it's, and again with the triplet feel, you got 3 notes. So it looks kind of like this. And you can do that rhythmic feel on any notes that you want, really. So you could include them just on the one, you could include them on other notes as well. So feel free to mess around, see where you might like to add a little bit of that extra rhythm. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you how I like to do the second set of medium verses. Okay, so you can see how I added in that little motion. I know I said a little bit earlier that we would do that pulse on eighth notes. It's actually on quarter notes. I keep forgetting how fast this song is. Okay, then the last 2 verses are our big verses. And to start out for this, I like to just hold the left-hand octave, and then you'll add in some other notes up higher. So for this one, there is electric piano layered in. So let me go ahead and show you how I like to do the first of the 2 big verses. Okay, so you're adding in some of the vocal melody here. So like I said, to start, left hand only in the octaves, and then here's right hand. Okay, and then for the second of the big verses, the last verse, I like to just play some simple notes down lower and then add in a bit of that rhythm from before. So I'll go ahead and play that through. Okay, so just make sure that you're careful at the end of that verse. It is held out for an extra bar before moving in the outro. So make sure you don't miss that. Head to the link in the description to get this song-specific patch to use inside the Sunday Keys app. All the Keys audio you've heard in this video was captured straight from the app with no post-processing applied. The app is available for both iPad and Mac. This patch may also be available in other formats. If you'd like to discover more about Sunday Keys, there's a link in the description to learn all about it.